Mama Joy and welcome to my channel. This morning I'm going to make me a smoothie. I just wanted one for breakfast and I thought I would show you how I make mine sometimes. And to start off with, I have some mixed fruit that is frozen. If you use a frozen fruit, then it makes your drink cold and you don't have to worry about putting ice in it or making it watered down by putting ice in it. Now this mixed fruit has strawberries, pineapples, peaches, and mangoes, which is a good assortment of fruit. So I'm going to pour in some of the fruit, maybe about 3/4 of a cup. Then you can buy yogurt in larger containers, and that's usually what I get. But I'm out, and I like to use peach. That makes a really good smoothie. But this is just, and this is peach too, but this is a small one of the Greek yogurt. But it just depends on what you want to use. But the bigger ones, the bigger containers cost less money per amount of yogurt. This does have a little bit of fruit in the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and put the whole container in there because that's what the amount I usually eat when I just sit down and eat some yogurt. I have a container that had the peach yogurt in it. I've got something else in it because I don't have very many storage jars or containers, and when I do, I send them home with somebody and I don't get them back. But this was peach low-fat yogurt. You don't have to get the low-fat. You can just get regular. But this is 32 ounces, and it does save you a little bit of money if you want to make a smoothie every morning. Now, the juice that I'm going to put in here, I was going to do apple juice, but I found this cranberry watermelon, and I'm going to try it. And usually these lids are hard for me to open, but that one wasn't, so I got it opened right away. And I'm going to pour a little bit of the juice in there. I may have to add more. If I do, I just don't know how thick this is going to make it. Okay. Get that centered up, I guess. There we go. Alrighty. Now, this over out of the way. That spoon looked like, looks like he's been in a fight. Okay, I'm gonna put this up. Now the way you tell if you need more, and I think I can add it in there, is because it's really thick and it doesn't pour, and it would be harder to drink. You might like it that way. You might even just like to spoon it and eat it that way. So I didn't have to take that off. Tiny bit more. So I probably used about 3/4 of it. Now I think that should be pourable. Yeah, looks good to me. This blender has 2 blades and it blends things up real nice. big about rinsing things off right away, because if you don't, things get stuck in it. And what this is. Everybody gives me. Okay, I'm gonna pour it into the glass. Oh gee, this looks good. Smells good. Very fruity. And I'm gonna get a straw. It's just the right consistency for me. Oh my, that has a really, really good flavor. The watermelon cranberry juice gave it a good flavor, plus all the fruits, the strawberry, pineapple, peaches, and mangoes, and the peach yogurt. This is something quick you can do for breakfast. It's very nourishing and very filling. But guess what? I'm not going to use my straw. You know why? Because there's little pieces of fruit going up in it and making it hard to drink. So I'm just going to drink it out of the glass. Now, if you don't want those little bits of fruit in there, you could probably blend it a little more. This is very, very good. And this will fill me up. I'm going to go sit down and drink my drink. And then I'll be back and make something else. I probably will fix something light. Maybe that I may put this back in the freezer and let it sit till I get something figured out to make. And I will be back. Okay, I found me something to eat with my smoothie. I toasted me, and I like it a little brown like this. I did that on purpose. But I toasted it in the skillet. It is the heel of a thick sliced bread, artisan bread, and I just buttered it and toasted it in the skillet, a little orange skillet. And I put this in the freezer for a little bit. It's so good. So I'm just gonna eat a piece of toast with it, and that won't fill me up too much. I like my toast in the oven real well, but I'm not gonna heat my oven up. I do have something that I'm wanting to make, but it takes the oven. So I probably got up early enough this morning I could have done it, but I'm gonna wait and get up earlier one morning so I can use the oven and make something. I've got something really good I'm wanting to show you. And anyway, I have something else that I wanted to show you. I had a lot of utensils and things in my lifetime, and I have given them all away. When we moved to Florida, I couldn't take everything with me. So I divided it between all my grandchildren and children that wanted it, and give away most of my things, not thinking that I'd ever need them again, and I don't need them. It was just more sentimental things. But I showed you my lemon juicer that was like what my mother had, and I do have that one. It's out at the palace. But this, I wanted to show you this. I don't know what made me keep this. Maybe because it's so unusual. And I don't have I guess I can use my water bottle. It's really, to open a bottle of soda, but it does adjust to different size lids, because this goes up and down. But you would put it on a bottle of soda and you could pop that up, or you could pop up a bigger jar, like maybe a pickle jar that didn't screw on. But this was my mother's. I've never seen another one like it. I'm sure there must be. But this is old, old, old. I know it's at least, I know it's at least 70 years old. That I'm sure of. And it doesn't really have a brand name on it. But it's just it's a bottle opener. Like I said, I've never seen one like it. I just wanted to show that to you in case you'd never seen one like that. And it's sure has been used a lot through the years. It was used a lot. Anyway, and you know what? Another thing I wanted to tell you that I didn't do, I had bananas over there, and I could have put a banana in my smoothie, but I didn't. And I should have. I should have put a banana in here. That would have been really, really good. I'm getting a little bit of a peach in there, and this is probably from the yogurt. Now that big container that I showed you, it didn't have any fruit in it, the big one. It was just in that little container that had the fruit in it. The big one was peach, but it didn't have fruit. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off of here. If I think of something else that I want to do today, I'll be back on and make this a little bit longer video for you. It's gonna be another warm day, and the air quality is not good. I think I've been breathing too hard in my videos. I think you could hear me breathing, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to be more careful and not, I know that's not something you want to listen to, but the air quality has not been good for almost a month out here. And they keep saying, you know, like today's going to be the last day, but it won't. It'll keep doing it. So anyway, I will think of something that I can do to add to this video to make it a little bit longer today. And when I do, I'll be back. Well, things didn't work out like I thought they were going to. I was going to make something else. And I have my recipes on my phone in my notes, and I have folders of each category of recipe that I have. And I was looking for my bread recipes, and it was gone. It was not in there. So I searched all down through the notes there looking for my bread folder, which I couldn't find. So I decided I would maybe go through the folders, each one of them. And there were several of them. Several folders with many recipes in them. Well, I couldn't find it. I could not find it. So I share my notes with some of my granddaughters. And Eric happened to call me. He's back home at our home place in Illinois. He's back home. And he was with his daughter, one of my granddaughters, who I had shared my notes with. So I told him to look on hers to see if it was the bread folder was still in there, on hers, because they can't change anything. They can only read them. So she looked, and it wasn't there either. So she started hunting for it, and she found them in she found it in one of the folders. I said, well, I can't believe that. I couldn't find it. So I went to that folder, and yes, there it was. And I told him, I said, well, that's okay. Thank you for doing that. I know what to do now. I know how to send it back to where it needs to be. So I clicked on that folder, and I clicked the button at the top, and it says Move Folder, and I pushed Move to my recipes. When I went there, it was not there. And I thought, oh my lands, what in the world have I done? And I looked and searched and messed and everything, and finally I went back to that recipe thing, and I scrolled all the way to the bottom, and there it was. It had not been put alphabetically in order, so I had to take my finger and push on it and push it up to the top where the bees were. I tell you, I think I spent probably 2.5 hours trying to find that crazy thing and getting it fixed. By that time, I was wore out. Anyway, I took my recliner and leaned back, and I want you to know I fell asleep. And I shouldn't have, because I thought I slept good last night. But evidently, I needed some more rest. I don't know. And so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you, I changed some things in here. And my video is going to be just a little bit different than the others. And I moved some things around, and I'm going to show you what I did. Now, I'm going to turn my camera around so I can show you when I get to everything. Okay. I moved some things off of the counter over there, and I have more room over there, but I moved it over here, and I put my canisters here and moved them over, and I put my camera at the back of the bar and faced towards me this way so that I could have the camera hopefully showing more things and seeing what I'm doing better. So I have a little bit more room here, and everything's still the same there. So I'm going to go in here. I had made a coffee bar here some time ago, and I never did just show it to you, I don't think, but I put my toaster in here, and I have my coffee in this, all my coffee in here, and I have my coffee made, and I have honey, and I have cinnamon and sugar back here for a toast, and my coffee cups, and this is what I fill my water container up with. I want to show you this. This was my mother's. It's what I keep my tea bags in. I have 2 kinds of tea in here. I have some dandelion leaf and root tea. And I have some plantation mint tea, and I love this. I like to make iced tea with this. It's really, really good. The dandelion root tea I use for my stomach. But this was my mother's, and I'm just so glad to have it. And then I had this picture. I've had this for a long time. This is my little Jordan, and I'm trying to find, I want just the right picture frame to put it in, and then I'm going to hang it up on the wall. I just thought that was so cute of her. Anyway, that's Jordan, my granddaughter. And and then this is my favorite coffee cup. This came from Colorado, and we got it up on the mountain in Colorado, on Estes Mountain, and there was a store there, and it was called the Damn Store. Anyway, that's not why I like the cup. I like it because I like the way it's shaped, and it's just a comfortable cup to drink out of. I really like it. I have two other cups that I like real well. And the reason I like them is because they have a they're thick around the base of where you drink. They're real thick, thicker than this one is. And whenever you drink this is like what they used to have a long time ago in the restaurants. And it's thick like that too. And whenever you take a drink out of the cup and you sip slow, you won't get burned. I don't know why. If you drink it really slow, because of that lip being so thick around the edge, you don't get burnt like you do with a thin cup like these. See how thin they are, the rims? So I don't know what makes them be like that, but they are. But anyway, that's my little coffee bar, and I put my lemons in this little crock here because I thought they looked pretty on the table, and they make a nice decoration and their fruit. So I have my other fruit here, and I should have used my bananas in my smoothie this morning, but I didn't. And I've got something in here that I'm not going to show you because I'm going to make that for a video, and you are going to absolutely love it. I promise you. And I'm going to do it soon. I made it for Eric for Father's Day, and it is something that's going to be really, really good. And then I'm going to do it in the next few days so you can see what it is. But I wanted to tell you I was going to do that, so we'll have a surprise waiting for you. And like I said, I just spent so much time trying to find that bread folder. I was actually going to make scones, and I still may do that one morning. I was going to make scones, and I couldn't find my bread folder. And that's the way things go. But I am going to hop off, and I do want to thank you all for watching my videos. I really appreciate it a lot, and to think that anybody would even care to watch me. I'm just an old Southern gal from Southern Illinois, and I'm not anything fancy. I'm not a professional cook. I have cooked all my life for camps and kids camps and all kinds of things. And, but I just wanted to show my kids, it's really why I started doing this, how I cooked. They never have time for me to teach them because they're always so busy, and now they can watch these videos if they want to make some of my recipes and know how to do it. So anyway, I will hop off for now. Please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.